took the Sprinkle Sprinkle lady's advice and I instantly regretted it.
Gotcha, bitch!
Do women have any options?
Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. Got a video today from Average Man Unplugged. Woman takes Sprinkle Sprinkle lady's advice and instantly regrets it. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
On YouTube is your boy Rome, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, hope you subscribe. Not wasting any more time, let's go ahead and get back into the video.
Instantly regretted it. She recommended if you want to meet wealthy men, you need to go to affluent places wherever the fuck you live and go to the restaurants. But it has to have a bar. And go there between happy hour and before 6 p.m.
Let's see, this is the thing. I don't think very many successful men go to the bar to drink by themselves. At least, I'm not saying I'm successful, but I don't even drink. I'm not gonna go drink by myself. What I consider to be successful is someone that really doesn't have much time to, especially to drink. You know, drinking inhibits your decisions and inhibits a lot of things. So most wealthy people, I don't think are just going to bars at happy hours.
Okay, cool. So I'm like, I'll give it a shot. I put on like this modest dress, with the blazer, because you never know when life's going to be like, hey, bitch, you need to get a fucking blazer.
Okay.
I even grabbed a book because I was like, well, I'll be present and not on my phone. So like, it'll look like I'm actually doing something. And while I'm sitting in the car with my heels on and this modest dress and this blazer, I'm just like, who the fuck is this for? And I understand that to get a certain kind of man, you have to wear a uniform and you have to play a role.
Yeah, but that role should be you, naturally. Men don't want you to pretend to be somebody that you're not. And that's the problem with a lot of this dating advice. It encourages you to be a totally different person. Yes, you should always put your best foot forward in relationships. Yes, you should have a mindset where you're constantly trying to improve yourself. But one person's improvement is going to look a little differently than somebody else's. Someone's long-term goals and their aspirations are going to be different. Not all of us are meant to be kind of the trophy type of wife because we want different from our lives, and that's okay. You can still be in a great, happy relationship. And what's great is you won't even have to use him because that's what she teaches. Instead, you can have mutual interests, enjoy each other's company, split those bills, and grow together and get where you guys want together as a team rather than you secretly hating him, excited for him to go to work so you don't have to deal with him. Like, that's literally what I see in some of her videos. She's
Pretty
excited
much
when he's watching TV because she doesn't want to deal with him. Who would want to be in a relationship like that? It's not worth the money.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a miserable life to try to use this man, try to command this man to do all the things you want him to do, instead of being a good woman, and he genuinely wants to do those things for you anyways.
And I agree with her because I always found it a little bit hypocritical for her to talk about passport bros the way she did. And I'm referring to Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle because she tried to talk down on those. But I'm thinking to myself, you're dealing with the man primarily because he pays for everything. And you don't even act like you like this dude.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a couple like small clips of videos of them together and she don't look like she like him for real. Like you literally are just with him because of what he can do for you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's funny because at least when we go to the passport bros, we go to the Asian countries and we get women, they're at least nice to us. Yes, they may not see us as the best catcher or anything like that, but they're still genuine with us. They're still nice with us. They're still more than willing to build families with us and have kids with us and take care of things. Yes, that's the thing about marriages and, finding a partner, especially back in the day and especially in the Asian countries. You've never picked off of the most attractive person that you can find. It was always been, he's a nice guy. He takes care of things. He treats me well, and I know he's going to try his best to take care of the family. Those are the major criterias.
So it's like, yeah, I just find it a little bit weird that women are really like embracing this. I mean, just a couple years ago, y'all just had this attitude like y'all didn't need men for anything. Now all of a sudden men have to pay for everything. What a complete 180. Let's keep it moving.
Why have men become princesses? Please explain. Because we're out here walking on eggshells thinking, oh my God, if I say one wrong thing, he's going to run. If I am not feminine enough, if I'm not enough of a trace, he's going to run. Because they're like, no, I want it how I want it, when I want it. You know, I want to text you when I want to text you, want to call you when I want.
Yeah, of course, it's the guys that you're chasing, girl. The Chads, the Tyrones, the ones that can pull women like that. Most guys aren't what you're describing.
Want to call you, and all of that is good and fine, but then if you're a little bit assertive as a woman, if you're like, you know, let's get to it, or what's the point, or you call them out on something, they're like,
welcome to a man's world, ladies, because this is exactly what men have been experiencing for decades now. And now that men have recognized their worth and want what they want, y'all can't handle it, which is actually hilarious to me. You guys fought so hard for equality, and it's actually happening. And now, you know, you have to degrade them and call them princesses, or take a little chip at their masculinity to make yourself feel better. But then she actually has the audacity to say that men can't handle assertive women. Men can absolutely handle assertive women, but most of these women are not assertive. They're rude, they're inconsiderate, they don't actually know how to communicate. Their way of communicating is passive aggressiveness or the silent treatment, or sending TikToks as a subliminal message. 99.9% of all relationship problems would be solved if women were actually assertive. So yes, men can absolutely handle assertive women, and they want what they want, and they deserve to get what they want. And you're just mad because men have finally recognized their worth, and you don't want to step up your game. You want these men to still cater to you. Well, guess what, ladies? Now you actually have to put in some work.
Men have upgraded the game to the game that women are not playing anymore. And women don't know how to play this new game, do they?
Okay, bye.
Yeah, when your credit good, you call Dodge and you tell them to deliver your vehicle. Got my husband a new 2023 Scat Pack.
Nice.
Bumblebee Edition. Exquisite shit. Exclusive. Yeah. He's gonna love it. Hey, yeah, give it a rag for me. This is my Dodge agent. He's been amazing with my purchase process. I contacted him this morning and he delivered the car the same day. Yeah. When you credit right, do what you want.
It's true.
And a lot of you men, y'all sit here and y'all date broke women. This is why I say I gotta get in y'all SGE. Stop dating broke women. Like, bro, if you're gonna provide for a woman, bro, it's cool, pay all the bills, fine. But just make sure she can hold her own weight. Make sure she's generous. Make sure she has her own money. A lot of you guys can't even get a meal at y'all woman.
This is the side that the red pill always says, like, oh, it doesn't matter if she's a brokey. Correct. It doesn't matter if she's a brokey. It doesn't matter if she's, you know, working for McDonald's, for majority of men. But that's how you get fucked over later in life. These women that don't know how to do anything, that don't have careers, they're going to be stay-at-home wives, they have the biggest chances of taking everything from you. That's the problem that I see with that. Even, you know, lead attorney says, you want to find someone with a very comparable income. Maybe slightly less, it's okay, because when you guys, something never always happens. When you guys separate from each other, you guys aren't going to pull each other's resources because you guys each have your own.
A lot of you guys as women can't even cash up you $50 right now. When's the last time your woman did anything for you? Why are you dating a broke woman? When was it ever cool to date a broke woman? This is not 1950. Listen, stop dating broke women. Make sure your woman can hold her own weight. Yes, you can pay all the bills. You can provide still, but make sure she has money. Who wants to date a broke bro? It would be embarrassing to say, oh yeah, my wife does nothing. So she's broke, all right? Why date a broke woman? She can't even get you a Scat Pack. He just got her man a brand new Scat Pack. You can't even get $50 out of your woman. Your woman can't even buy you a meal. When was the last time your girl did anything for you? When? Tell me. Put a 1 in the chat if you ever just dated a broke woman and she never reciprocated energy. When was the last time your girl did anything for you?
See, this is the part where, okay, I get the drizzle, and I fully understand where he's coming from, but most men just can't command women like this. Most women are not simping over men like this, at least the average man. Yeah, of course, Chad and Tyrone's, we hear it all the time. Women take care of them. They can just couch surf. They just lay down good pipe and that's all. They don't have to provide anything else. But it's not like that for us regular guys. Just normal guys. I wouldn't suggest, the exact same thing. Yes, I wouldn't say date a broke woman, but expecting her to do all these things for you, it's very hard. It's very hard to find for an average man to find someone, especially a woman, to want to do those things.
You can't tell me because you're always doing.
I can agree with that.
Meanwhile, she's doing nothing. You're always doing, but she's doing nothing. Make it make sense, man. I'm out.
That I agree.
Oh, hell nah. Look. If my brother right there, whoever he is, congratulations. If that woman can get that man a brand new scat back delivered to him, Bumblebee edition, exquisite shits, he said. I was like, damn, she talking cash money. And if Rick Ross, a millionaire, can get a woman to send him some croquettes,
again, we're talking about people with clout, people that have people simping over them constantly to want to be with them. That's where, yes, you can get women. But I agree that you can be somewhat commanding. You just can't be doting over women. You can't be simping over them. You can't be giving them all this attention. Most women are just not worth the time and effort, and treat them that way.
He didn't have to pay for it. Man, don't sit over here and be over here trying to shit on men just because they asked for a little bit of reciprocation.
Agreed.
Don't y'all find that, dude, the dating market when it comes to women and the bar is set so low that women can literally just show reciprocation and they'll stand out from the rest of the women. Because a man just wanting to a man asking for appreciation and reciprocation is frowned upon. These women act like all men are supposed to do is just work, pay bills, and die, man. Y'all crazy, bro. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Let's keep it moving.
Before I looked at this video and I saw all the think pieces that the girls was making on this shit, I thought this man was a demon. I thought he ate children the way y'all was on his ass. I look at the video and he says the most sensible shit in the world. Since we're like generations deep into economic turmoil, how about we look at things a little different when it comes to finances and relationships nowadays?
Yeah,
right?
Please.
That's all he said. He said, I think this is what a relationship should look like nowadays, and this is what I provide my relationship, and we're happy. Oh my God, you need to leave him. He is not a provider. I would not settle for that. God forbid a woman nowadays is doing good enough financially to where 100% financial provision is not first, second, and third on her fucking checklist. God forbid a woman is actually making enough money to where she can prioritize other characteristics about a man that doesn't have anything to...
You would assume that. But no, it's, even though they make their own money, it's still the number one priority because women are greedy.
To do with his wallet. I know y'all can't relate. But just think about that. Don't get mad at her because she can trade the light bill with emotional maturity. And then y'all try to get on here and be like, well, my dad did it. My granddad did it. 9 times out of 10, your dad and granddad was probably a cheater, racist, homophobic, narrow-minded, zero emotional maturity with every bit of toxic masculinity running through their veins. They were robots that could change a tire and pay the bills. That's it. And let's be real, a lot of them couldn't do that. Also, when your dad and your granddad was our age...
I can somewhat see that, yeah. People of the older generation were a little bit more rigid, programmed a certain way.
The going rate for apartments wasn't $2,200 for a 2-2 in the ghetto. Y'all are trying to tell a business owner millionaire in a committed, happy relationship what she should do with her money and her relationship when you broke as hell and can't get out the talking stage. Trying to tell somebody how they should go about the finances in their house when they're making the finances to where they can pay their rent 6 months down the line. Trying to tell somebody how they should operate in their happy relationship when you can't get past a good morning beautiful text. Giving advice to a motherfucker in a private jet from your Nissan Altima is wild. So what, that man want to go 50-50? Y'all hate the conversation of 50-50 till it's time to get a divorce. You know what the fuck 50-50 is then. It's cool to say a man's acting like a roommate for needing help financially, but when you require financial stability from a man 100% when you're fully capable, it's not okay to say you're acting like a fucking daughter. Women keep saying dumb shit like, why do men keep complaining about the patriarchy? You started it, you did it, and you who is you, bitch? I'm 33. Patriarchy started 700 years ago. Hell, for 400 of those years, everybody that looked like me was fucking property. So what are you talking about that we can't complain about like we started the fucking patriarchy, like we put these laws into place. So men today are not allowed to chastise the patriarchy just because we happen to have a penis today. That's fucking dumb. Like these 50-50 conversations get crazier and crazier. I will literally stand on and brag on the fact that you'd rather pay 100% of everything rather than splitting anything with a man. Brag on that shit. If you went to any store and bought anything
and then pay thousands of dollars for matchmakers because they're not willing to pay on dates, pay 50-50, or even, pick up their own tab. But they're willing to pay thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars to find millionaires and rich people that are just going to deny them anyways.
Somebody stopped you and it was like, hey, I got a 50% coupon for that. Yeah, I can get your whole total 50% off. Chop that shit right in half. You're going to look back at them and be like, no, if it ain't a coupon and pay for 100%, I don't want it. I could pay for everything by myself. They're going to be like, oh, okay, this bitch is stupid. Yeah. Now go ahead, jump in the comments. If you broke, just say that, insecure, blah, 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 blah.
I tell you, man, the power of influence. It really shows how easily influenced women, especially in America, are.
I mean, it's not easily. It's been decades of propaganda and everything. I wouldn't say easy, but it took a while.
Women who push that kind of content, I think they either need to stop or start being a little bit more honest with their audience. Run numbers by these women. Let them know what an uphill battle that they're going to have to be dealing with if that's the kind of man that they're trying to obtain. Because those men are very rare. In the U.S. economy in specific, this is why I stress economics so much on this channel. Because it seems like women don't have a clue about economics.
Of course they don't. They think all men are making $100,000. They think the average salary is somehow $100,000 or something because that's all of their requirements. Almost 90% of women is $100,000.
Because if they did, it wouldn't be so many of these women speaking so freely about wanting a provider. When literally just a few weird years ago, y'all were just talking about how y'all didn't need a man's money. And y'all value other things besides character. And then here we are, now it's just provide. It's like that's the only thing. It's like it seems like when it comes to what you want in a relationship, that seems to be all y'all know about. Let's keep it moving. Because I got a few clips, even some of the women are starting to get tired of this shit, y'all. Check this out.
Men, today I am on your side. Ladies, keep watching. Now, before I start, I want to preface that my opinion is based upon today's modern society because men and women have changed, roles have changed. We're just living in a different day and age.
I can agree.
But I cannot stand it when women have all these things that they want from a man, but they personally cannot reciprocate it or also give that to that man that they're wanting things from.
Bruh.
For example, I have seen women that make minimum wage, for example. Nothing wrong with making minimum wage, but I'm just saying. And then they're asking for a man that makes $100K a year and has this, and that. Or I've seen women that say that if a man invites them out on a date, then that man needs to pay for their hair, their nails, and their outfit.
Hey, wait a minute, what the hell? You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Do it yourself.
Yeah, I heard it.
Pay for that yourself. That is not his responsibility, especially on a first date.
Right?
Come on now. Where's this sense of entitlement coming from? I don't understand it. It sounds ridiculous. And I know y'all remember when that viral post went around saying that you can't take someone to like the Cheesecake Factory or something on a first date, and these women were listing all these places that they will not go to on a first date.
Agreed.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. A lot of women these days are lazy.
Mm-hmm.
They're entitled.
Mm-hmm.
And they do not bring shit to the table.
Yep.
A lot of women don't bring shit to the table. I know this is gonna piss y'all off, but it's true. And some of y'all need a wake-up call, because it is unfair to men at this point for you to say you want this. You want them to provide the whole world for you, and you just sit back on your ass and do nothing. That's not right. Now, what I will say is, if you come across a man that wants to provide for you and do literally everything for you, that's a whole different topic. That is a whole different ball game. But in this day and age, there is a very small percentage of men that can comfortably take care of a woman and their children if they decide to have children. And that's good. They're good with that. A lot of homes now need two people working. And I don't.
Even my family, guys, I tell you guys, my aunts and uncles, they're millionaires, but they all still work now. All the kids work, all my cousins work. My aunts are in their 80s and 90s now. They still go to work. Not every day now. My oldest aunt's her health is not the greatest anymore, so she'll go maybe once a week or so, but she still works. Even though they are very wealthy. It is part of building a family. You just got to do the things you need to do to get the family to where it needs to go.
I don't think that it is fair for women to have such high expectations when they have such low offerings. I said
Shout
what I
outs to you,
said.
girl.
Ladies, I mean this in the most genuine, sincere way when I ask y'all this, but for real. Y'all not tired yet?
Nope, they're not.
I cannot be the only one who is starting to really realize the obvious that is going on social media right now between men, women, the things that women was saying and the tone that we set for men just a couple of years ago versus what we saying now and what's going on now. And let me break it down for you. The feminist act, the I don't need a man movement, the music, the everything that you can think of right about now when it comes to social media and what they pushed and made women truly believe, as well as the lack of fathers and really having a man in your ear growing up to really tell you or steer you in a certain kind of way, is really why a lot of things is more effed up.
Agreed.
That we can control, that's outside of men. A few years ago, women got on this good internet and said, we ain't paying bills no more. If I got to pay any bills in that house with that man, he's the roommate. We got on the internet and said, oh, a man got to be 6 foot. We got on the internet and talked about how a man got to make $100K or better. When a lot of our fathers and dads ain't never made $100K on their job ever. We got on there and talked about how, oh, a man he got to keep my hair, my nails, my lashes, this, that, and the third. These are bare minimum things that a man has to do in order to be with me.
I'm actually very happy. I am genuinely happy to see women talking about it. These women are genuinely talking about it, genuinely tired of how society is and how other women are. It's wonderful because it takes them to be tired of it to fucking finally fix some things, doesn't it? We can't fix it for them. We can always just say things and they hate us for it anyways, but we need women on our side to help push. And these are great women.
We got up there and gave a list of places that we ain't even going to eat. We're not even eating there. Man can't even take you there. And y'all want us to be taken serious.
Yep.
Y'all, I'm going to say we. I'm a woman too. I'm going to say we. We got on the internet and damn near nitpicked and degraded and looked down upon everything that could possibly make up a man outside of him being a doer. Half of the time, I'm not hearing anything about character, like not hearing anything about how this man is going to treat you. I'm not hearing anything about how this man treats the people around him, his mother, the women in his life, nothing. These lists is y'all looking for doers, and that's it. Y'all done made it so easy for women like myself, because when I have conversations with men and they realize that I have a normal perspective.
She's not fucking wrong. You know how many women I've dated that actually have normal perspectives? They understand my content and they understand why my content is growing, why I do what I do. They all agree. Most of the women that I ever end up dating agree with my content. There's very few that don't. And those are the ones I don't deal with. But she is 100% correct. The women that understand, the women that can see outside of themselves and outside of the woman, the sisterhood, they're right. They're quite attractive, even if they aren't attractive conventionally.
On relationships, they literally be shocked. Especially when we all know that if men had the amount of high expectations, women would be rioting right now. It would be so many women, feminine acts, protest. We would be rioting right now if we had the amount of things that a man wanted us to live up to be in a relationship with them. It's quite ridiculous.
They're upset at 3 F's: fit, friendly, and feminine. They're upset at those 3 things.
I do hair. I talk to men all day. I have brothers. I talk to them all day. It's funny because the men that can provide women with these things off these lists, I'm going to even say 50 to 60% off these lists, the men will tell you they don't even feel appreciated by these women.
Nope.
So now we want a man to do all of this, provide us with this lifestyle, be a provider, 6 foot, all of this stuff, right?
Still treat them like shit.
And a lot of y'all are with the most mean-spirited, ungrateful, evil women who don't even respect their men, don't know how to talk to them, don't know how to treat them, anything.
That's true.
And I really can't name one man that I know personally that's appreciated who will tell you, no, I feel appreciated. They all say the same thing. They don't even feel appreciated by y'all. So what part of the game is that? We want these doers, but once they do, y'all, us as women, like, what role do we play of reciprocation or even appreciation? So y'all want to know why the dating world is so bad?
It's because of y'all.
Because men is sitting back and they are hearing these conversations. They are seeing these videos of women on the internet with these lists. And I'm not.
My channel, I try to feature as much as possible. She's right. Men are growing knowledge and are seeing these things. Why? Because they're watching content. Why? Because you women put it out there for us to analyze, for us to see. You guys speak your truths, and we're hearing it, and we're just like, you're crazy.
I'm not talking about list of standards and boundaries and this, that, and the third. I'm talking about when your list is literally just doers, things that are just beneficial to you and nothing else. Ridiculous amount of expectations when a lot of you women don't even deserve that type of man. They seeing it. They hearing us, they all of that. And now what I'm saying is a lot of women are on the internet begging for a man. They're talking about how bad it is. We want relationships. We tired of being masculine. We tired of this, that, and the third. But ladies, pick a lane. Pick a lane. So y'all.
Well, it's good to see that I'm not the only one that has noticed this quick shift in the timeline. As far as recently as just a few years ago, when
I think it was like the pandemic. It was when everything started shifting over. People were realizing, oh shit, I got fired. I got no money. I need men.
The push and the propaganda was all about women not needing men, and now all of a sudden men are only valuable if they're paying for everything. Notice how those two things are complete polar opposites of one another. Ain't that crazy?
It is.
I'll be honest with you, the more I think about it and the more I look at it, I'm starting to think that this is done by design as well. As you guys know, I have my theories, when it comes to the population and all things of that nature, things that I really wouldn't discuss on this channel because it's not that type of channel. However, what I will say is that once again, this shows you the influence of women like Sprinkle and other women that push that kind of content. This is starting to become the layout of the dating market.
Shout out to Rome. No, I agree. So many of these influencers speaking this game to women that they can get all of these wonderful things from rich men and all of this. It gives these women such a mentality that it's so achievable that all women can do this. All women can get rich men to just spend on them. Now it's the norm. Like he said, please subscribe down below. I really appreciate it. Catch you guys next time. Ciao.